Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
The action has already started. Now it's Solanke. Lovely. Can he finish? Oh, that's a foul. Which side of the line is that? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has
a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Flings in across. Oh, Saw! Oh, that wasn't far away. He's on it, can he get away? He's a sharp little ball here. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Saar. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Pedro Porro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Quarter of an hour played. Can he get it through? Knocks it into space. Threads one in. Wolverhampton so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Maddison. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
It's hard to overlook someone with the talent of this guy, Randall Kolo Muani. OK, it's a little premature to start comparing him to some of the best, but he's mainly a right-sided forward, and he really does have great potential in terms of goals. Goals and assists.
He's having a shot! They want to be quick to recover this.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Just eases him off the ball. And it's Saar. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Good running, strong and purposeful. He has found the way through. That's a shade optimistic. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
Kolo Muani really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Now it's Kolo Muani. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. It's a promising position. He's tried one! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Now it's Solanke. Could be danger here. Pass somewhat off target. Doherty. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That's a good ball out wide. Tries to cross. Van der Ven attempts a clearance. Saar. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break.
Information on how to find your way around this stadium. And please welcome our lads to the field.
And we're off again. So neither side has yet broken through. And he shoots! Oh, taken with style! The second half off to a spectacular start! A 1-0 lead established.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Tries to pass it through. Chooses to go back. He's had a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Wolverhampton with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Gomez, he's having a go! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Ah, that's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
The pass is intercepted. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Hoisted upfield by the keeper.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Solanke was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Good ball, good take. Kulusevski.
The attendance for this
60
match
minutes played.
29,514.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Up he goes! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Out towards the flank. Kudus engages and forces him off the ball. And he goes cross-field.
Good ball, that too.
Maddison wins the duel this time. And it's Saar. And here's Solanke. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Solanke goes looking wide, and he's picked it up out wide, delivered with swing.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And it's been played through. Well timed, excellent interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now that looks a decent ball. And it's made its way to him. Fake shapes to shoot! Oh, and that should have been two.
Wang Hee-chan has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
And that has been cleared.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now, what about a counter-attack? Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
That's alert and sharp and very well played. Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
And he plays one through. Now it's Wang Hee-chan. He's shifting through the gears here. Ambitious ball here. It's a promising position.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Nicely shaped ball.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Madison. Deep into stoppage time. Looking for a runner. This looks promising. And the flag has stayed down. Tries a shot! Oh, split-second reaction. And time is up. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, it was a fairly stern test with very little between two teams that scrapped for everything.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. That has been slung wide. Ward-Prowse. Lavia. Now it's Broja. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now, can they get him away? Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Cole Palmer could be standout here, Peter.
And the shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
And he cuts out the supply. Pedro Neto. Now it's Fernandez. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And here's Broja. Tries to play it through. He's had a shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That's the keeper's ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a pretty loose pass. First quarter of an hour gone. Hartman. Great vision. Nicely weighted ball. It's a promising position. Climbs up big! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Now he's got space here. That has been cut short. Still goalless at the moment. And a chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Ward-Prowse. Good ball, good take. Gets into some space. Flashes. It's a mighty effort! They've scored! The breakthrough strike! A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
There's the header! Harmlessly behind. Burnley are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Broja. And that is as far as they're going to go. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's beautifully weighted. And the shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
And he's had it nicked away. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he will. There's the shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Ward-Prowse. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh, that's fabulous. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Now it's Fernandez. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Caicedo. And they can counter here. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, sweet feet. Palmer tries making a foray down the right. That is good strength. Hit into the middle. He's got tall. And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Colwell cuts out the pass. And it's Caicedo. Out to the left it goes.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
And there's the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Burnley are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
And there they are. Please welcome our players, everyone. Substitutions taking place.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Ward-Prowse. Palmer. Hartman. That's a good run down the left. And he's gone searching crossfield. Oh, that's neat. There they go, hunting in packs. Garnacho. Garnacho looking to penetrate opposition lines. Ugochukwu. That is good alertness. Caicedo. Guyu. Kyle Walker. Searching pass he's played there. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
He won't be happy with that one. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Spread out to the left. Garnacho in acres of space out wide. Bullish header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Chalobah. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Now it's Fernandez.
28,599.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Passing nice and neat. Cross into the box. Hartman tries to clear. And that is out of play. Hartman played over towards the opposite flank. And it's Caicedo. Guyu! Guyu! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Shot, surely! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
No way through there. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
They're taking a moment to consider their options. Now it's Fernandez. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. 75 minutes played. Chalobah. Guyu. And here's Garnacho. Oh, nice touch. Plays a sharp little ball here. Garnacho. Oh, what a climb! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Oh, that's well spotted. Caicedo. He shifted it to the flank. Now here's the delivery.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Colwill calmly anticipates. Garnacho. Oh, played right into his path. Chance for a shot! Burnley still ahead by the game's only goal. Colwill makes the interception. Oh, that's a key interception. Ward-Prowse. Can he latch on to this? He's picked his way through. And he lines up a cross. And it's kept out by a... Oh no, this does not... And the finish! And that is wildly off target. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Looking to play him in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he is going into that little black book. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. Ward-Prowse having a look.
Well, it looks very much like he's taken this on. From this distance, it's pretty inviting.
Oh, it's a beauty! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Burnley could not have picked a better time to snatch it. And we're done. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Ward-Prowse picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Expectations, he's going for goal! Decent hit and on target. And we have our very first corner. Oh, right place, right time. Well, there's the clearance. Tries to pass it through. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now there's a fine ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Looking for the run. Now this could be a chance. Osimhen! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Osimhen is offering a wry smile there.
Backward it goes. He's having a go. Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
And this is Icardi. Icardi charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And he was quick to react. And here's Osimhen. And a chance! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And that is a little undercooked. Great ball, and he's in here. Can he finish? Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Osimhen, and that's a chance to shoot! Goal! Galatasaray! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Number 45, Osimhen.
Galatasaray are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Great vision. He's picked his way through. Osimhen. Shoots! That is decidedly lacking.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Sara. Now it's Icardi. Shalai. He has found the way through. Delivers with whip. And he gets rid in a hurry. Willock. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Well, that pass isn't the best. Aimed beyond the defence. Real chance! And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. 30 minutes gone. Crosses it, climbs up big! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Gundogan. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's fabulous. Takes a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Osimhen really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Galatasaray have their third corner. Boy gets a cross in.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
And now they can spring out of defence. Well read, nice interception. Share.
Galatasaray really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And it's Share. And it's Willock. He shifted it to the flank. And no, that was never going to make it. Oh, delight. He's had a shot! It's there! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Now it's Osimhen. Spread out to the left. Knocks it into space.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It's a good-looking delivery. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. He'll know exactly where he wants to put it. Goal! Galatasaray! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
Galatasaray go into the lead. Joe Linton make... And we've reached half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Either side holding back here, it has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Galatasaray are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Bui promptly onto that, and that is that. That is good strength. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Shalai, Icardi, lovely ball and a shooting chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mauro Icardi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Newcastle have the chance to go the other way. Sanchez does really well to win the ball there. Oh, can he get onto this? Great ball if he can get there.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. He is through here. Takes aim and crosses.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Gundogan. Oh, easy pickings there. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Shalai. And it's lofted through here. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Good ball over the top. Deflected behind for a corner kick. They're up to 5 corners now. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Newcastle are looking to go forward now. And he's managed to get free. Now can he find a finish? And he shoots! Oh, the ball's... That's another chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Shalai. Oh, some tackle that. Shalai showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Osimhen. Oh, it's a clear foul, and the referee's got a decision to make. The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Trippier has been sent off, just to confirm. It was a straight red.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Icardi. And it's Gundogan. Look at the space here. Shalai. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Nicked it back promptly. And he's in on goal. That is a crunching tackle.
Galatasaray surely have to be commended for their drive and...
Oh, they could be caught out here. Oh, it's come loose. He's found a way through. Can he finish? Sara distributed tidily. And that is as far as they're going to go. Shalai. That has not gone well. Willock. That ball looks a good one. And that's put paid to a promising move. That is good alertness. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Could move up a gear here. Always onto this. Tries a shot! It's a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
So all square and not for the first time. Chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Into stoppage time, very little left on it. And there's green grass ahead of him. And the shot! Oh, that's incredible! Late in the day, this could well be it! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, I was impressed with both them.
And the referee brings it to a close. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. Osimhen taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. It is a monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
The action has already started. Chance for a shot! That's another chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Mendes gets rid without sophistication. Lovely feet. O'Reilly. He's on it, can he get away? So much time and space here. Mendes did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, that's fabulous. Doué! Now, oh, he's been caught on it here. Has another go. Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! There is the breakthrough. Simplicity itself.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Brighton have a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He's having a good look here. Gross! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Gross is onto it in a flash. This looks promising.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Brighton are behind here, despite their domination of possession. Now it's Welbeck. Knocks it into space. Look at this. Shoots! He has done it! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Shot a goal! In he goes again. No mistake. They've done it. It was coming. They have their reward. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Brighton go into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. He's picked his way, and the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Kvaratskhelia clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Paris Saint-Germain with the corner. They're first. And a chance! He's scored! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give...
Decent chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, it's Dembele. He is through here! Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Fabian Ruiz, João Neves, and Kvaratskhelia, Nuno Mendes. He's got away. Kvaratskhelia receives it in a good position here. It's Dembele! They just took too long getting forward.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Pacho. Now he's off and running. And this is Welbeck.
Added time.
Looking for the run. Big chance! And he hits the net. And they've got their lead back. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Brighton take the lead. Can he get it through? Elects to... Oh, what a climb! And we hit half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, goals and more goals, but only one between them.
Please watch the screen if you have a ticket. And please welcome our lads to the field.
And the action is back on the way. Looking for options for movement. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking. Now it's Welbeck. Driving on and making good progress. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, played through for the wide man.
Oh, great feet, that.
That looks a good cross. And it's claimed by the keeper. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. There's the shot! It's there! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace.
That's right, a shot!
We're in for an intriguing second half now, contrasting moods that could reverse in a flash.
And here's Kvaratskhelia, he's tried one! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
That's a good ball out wide. That's been slipped through. That pass has been well intercepted. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Vitinha. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
O'Reilly. And it's Gross. He can run onto that. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And here's Dembele! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Number 10.
Paris Saint-Germain get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in...
It's Dembele! He scores! And there's the goal they've been looking for. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
So the lead now is 2.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Kadiolu in acres of space out wide. Well read, and the danger is averted. Dembele, and they can counter here. Now it's Kvaratskhelia. He has found a way through, and he was quick to react.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
He's in. Just the keeper takes a shot! It's in! So smooth, a signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Welbeck.
Paris Saint-Germain nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Welbeck! And that would have been some goal.
That was really positive from him. He was far too good for those defenders and nearly scored a cracker.
Gross with the short one. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And now they can spring out of defence. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, good read. Now he's got space here.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on 4 minutes. And they're back on the ball again. That is good alertness. Kvaratskhelia. Always onto this. He rises! Really well taken goal. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Number 10.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Paris Saint-Germain could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response? And that is that. Brighton illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
Read out our fan club members who are celebrating their
All that remains
today.
for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. De Bruyne does well to get it back. De Bruyne defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And the pass is intercepted. Now it's Politano. He's found a way through. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Conceição. De Bruyne. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This guy, Dusan Vlahovic, is a player I've seen a lot more of recently, Peter. He boasts some incredible records, you know, making his debut in the Serbian top flight when he was only 15 years of age, and scoring 20-plus league goals in Italy by the age of 21. Now, that's quite something. And what I like is his industry. He's extremely hard-working off the ball, and he definitely has that fire in his belly, something you come to expect of players that have spent a lot of their time on their own in a front position.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. No way through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now it's Openda. McKennie. And somehow he's managed to miss it.
McKennie probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
And he's managed to get free. Hangs one in. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically...
He's there to head it! He will be livid with himself. Politano. Chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Conceição. Vlahovic. They're urging him to shoot. Shot a goal! And it's a goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt.
Shoots! Sticks it away! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Vlahovic receives it in a good position here. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Anguissa. And that is as far as they're going to go. Not the most accurate pass. McTominay.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Great vision. And he welcomes it in. Real chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Now it's Politano. And he's worked it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's McKennie. Chance! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! So smooth, a signature finish.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
He gets big! And the keeper has done enough. Top stop. And the first half is done. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. Here we go again then. And it's Anguissa. Time and again they are repelled. Can he spark a counter here? And reclaimed it in a trice. McKennie could complete a hat-trick here, Jim. What do you reckon?
Well, I think he's got every chance, and he's got plenty of time too to get his third, and the way he's gone about it.
There's the shot! Brilliant from Vlahovic! A finish right from the top draw! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
It's become a case of men against boys. It's a mighty effort! And it's in! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback.